I can't forget this particular thing that also lightened my darkening. That literally helped. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Steph, and I'm back with another video. If it's your first time here, if it's your first time seeing me, don't make it your last. Kindly subscribe. Hit those good stuff YouTubers ask you guys to do whenever I post a new video. And if it's not your first time here, hey love, thank you so much for coming back to another video from me. I truly appreciate and I ride with you. I love you. I appreciate you. You mean everything and more to me. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to get rid of your dark knuckles, just in case you have one, or in case you're battling with dark knuckles, because that's one thing that we tend to battle with: dark knuckles, dark elbow, dark knee, dark toe. I understand it's part of what comes with being black. It's part of what comes with having melanin to our body, because we tend to have excessive melanin in some particular part of our body. It's natural, it's normal. But a situation whereby it gets 3 shades darker, 2 shades darker if possible, is a problem. It's only permitted to be 1 shade darker, maybe just like mine, or probably none, because I literally don't really have dark knuckles like that. But sometimes I struggle with darkening, legit. Like for some unknown reason, my knee will just get dark to an extent. But of course, if you're interested to know how to get rid of it, do keep on watching. Now, the first thing I talk about when it comes to getting rid of stuff is to figure out what exactly caused it. It's very important to know the root of the problem, then tackle it, because if you don't figure out the root of the problem and you tackle it and go back to the root of the problem, it's like round and round in circles, like literally. So it's very important to know what causes dark knuckles. To be fair, there are some people that is actually genetics, like legit, it is genetic. Like no matter what they do, somehow their knee, their elbow, their knuckles, their toe will still be darker. Like you can see it from their daddy, from their mommy, from their granny, stuff like that. So that one, it's understandable. Sometimes it's genetic. The popular one is when you're using the wrong product. By wrong product, I mean when you're using the wrong lightening lotion or trying to bleach your skin, and then you eventually get darker, because that is one thing bleaching cream will always do. It will never give you an even skin. So that too causes dark knuckles. Sometimes it can also be drugs. There are some drugs you take, yes, that causes some of our discoloration and melanin production in our body. Let's say you do drugs, you smoke, you take lots of alcohol, and then contraceptive. Like I've studied a little bit on contraceptive, and I scream when I see the side effects. Sometimes I'm like, and people still take it. But of course, girls to do what they gotta do, I guess. So it's very important to know what causes it. Now, for genetics, you now know that you have to be managing it, and that's the step we are going to go through. You're going to try and manage it as much as you can. You cannot necessarily get rid of it completely, but you can manage it and fade it out to an extent. If Auntie is bleaching cream that caused you to have dark knuckles, I hope I don't need to overtell you or tell you 2 times that you need to stop. You actually need to stop with the product and start trying to tackle the dark knuckles, because it's very important that you start tackling it. There is nothing cute about dark knuckles. To be fair, you can't really flaunt your hand. You know this remember you'll be hiding your hands up and down, or you'll be wearing hand gloves, you're wearing socks, because baby, you're dealing with lots of discoloration and dark knuckles and dark spots up and down, so you don't want that. Now, I have 3 products I'm going to list out for you guys later on in the video. Watch to the end. So when it comes to your dark knuckles, the first thing I would say is to discontinue every lightening product that you're using. In fact, myself, to be very fair, there's this technique I've always shared with you guys about my hands, my knuckles, that anytime I finish doing my skincare routine, anytime I rub my lotion, no matter what I do, I just end up washing my hands thoroughly, because I just feel like there are a lot of products in my hand at this point in time. My serum, my this thing, my that one, go to go, all of them are just stuck in my hand. And sometimes it's not supposed to be, but you can't help it, because that's what you're using applying your product. So it's very important that you always wash your hand after your skincare routine, and then use your hand cream or your moisturizer. That's like the easiest part now to avoid further talk. Like that's like the best advice I can give you. Every time you rub your lotion, beat anything, your serum, beat anything, always wash your hand and then go in with your hand cream or your moisturizing lotion. It's as simple as ABCD. But now that you have gotten the dark knuckles and how we're going to tackle it, the first thing is to discontinue every bleaching anything first and go for moisturizing. When I mean moisturizing, I mean good healing moisturizing lotion out there. We have Avano, we have Olay, we have Nivea, we have Dove, we have lots of it that are not popular. We have Rashun, we have Dr. Rachel. all these very good moisturizing, when I mean moisturizing, I mean really moisturizing lotion that you can get your hands on, and believe me, you're going to love the change. Now the next point I'm going to talk about is exfoliating of those areas. Exfoliating will help to remove those dead skin cells and bring out a new layer. At this point, I regard those melanin as dead skin cells right now, so you have to exfoliate properly. I will always suggest the sugar scrub. Mechanical to me sometimes do much better work than chemical. Don't quote me, but literally it's my preference. Do you get? So it's very important that you exfoliate those areas frequently. Exfoliate your armpit, you exfoliate your, do you know there's some people that don't know that they're supposed to exfoliate their armpit? When I started exfoliating my underarm, it was a big game changer, legit. So it's very important that you exfoliate those areas. You exfoliate your knuckles. You're intentional about it, like you exfoliate it gradually. You exfoliate your knee, you exfoliate your toe. This will literally help. And when you're done exfoliating, it's very important that you don't leave it dry for any reason at all. That's one mistake we make. After exfoliating, we tend to just leave it like that. No, you moisturize it with a good moisturizer and a good oil. Very important. So exfoliating of those areas will help to remove all dead skin cell and allow for new ones to come up, and those new ones to be looking very radiant, very beautiful, very succulent, very soft new skin. So it's very important that you use your sugar scrub. For chemical exfoliant, you people know the deal now. It is always the ordinary glycolic acid. Like the way I have transformed my glycolic acid container, because it's been a while I actually used the glycolic acid, so the last one I used has completely finished. But if I start battling with any parts of discoloration that I need to target with full force, that's my like go-to product. So it's very important that you get that product. It will really do a good job. In as much as I'm not a fan of cotton pad, I always say apply it directly, softly, like the way you apply it calmly. You can also use a cotton pad, take a little drop and rub it gently on those areas that you need to lighten up. That chemical exfoliant will remove all those dead skin cells and bring out a new surface of skin for you. Now, one thing we need to understand when it comes to exfoliating of all these bodies, I understand that it can be frustrating. You want a sharp result, you want a fast result, but babies, if you over exfoliate, believe me, it's gonna get darker, it's gonna get worse, it's gonna get worse. So it's very important that as much as we are saying exfoliate those areas chemically, mechanically, it's very important that you know how to properly exfoliate. So you do not exfoliate more than 3 times in a week. Yes, more than 3 times in a week. And it's very important that you take note of this. Always moisturize those areas. Do not for any single reason leave it dry. It is not advisable. In the past, I'm not going to lie, there was this technique I did, but that was for my knee. That was when I was just hopping up in the skincare journey. I can't forget this particular thing that also lightened my darkening. Though I've seen and I've studied that it's not good to tackle melanin with a bleaching product, blah blah blah, but will I call it a bleaching product with something that contains hydroquinone? But due to I learned well, and I know that hydroquinone is supposed to be used at a particular range and time frame, I did not overdo it. Hence I got my result and my perfect result. So when I just graduated from secondary school, because of it's a Catholic school, so we always tend to kneel down, and when I graduated from secondary school, baby, my knee was black. I don't even call it dark, it was black. It was so concerning. So I got my hands on the Carotone face cream. That literally helped. I don't know if it will give you the best result at this stage, but I just feel like it's right for me to also chip in that part. It literally helped a lot, but it was for my knee. This is for my knee. I just rubbed it, and it's always at night. All this routine, all these steps is very important that you do it at night. Very important. Now let's go down through memory lane on what I see. Whenever you're done with your skincare routine, wash your hand. Always wash your hand. All those leftover junks and products is not necessary here. Next point, use your sugar scrub, use your chemical scrub, and also get yourself a good moisturizer. Now, bonus tip for your knee, you can try the Carotone. It helped me, I can't deny it. In as much as those products now have a bad stigma attached to it, I can never deny the fact that that Carotone helped to lighten my knee. It's still on my channel, so you can try it out. If it works for you, fine, but don't overuse it, and use it only at night. You don't want to be exposed under the sun when you have all these chemicals, glycolic acid on. It's very important that you note that. Of course, we have come to the end of this video. If you have any question, I'll leave it in the comment section below. I will be glad to answer you. Till next time, I hope to see you guys. Please do well to subscribe, like, share, comment, share to your friends and family. I love you guys. Bye.